Hi everyone, welcome back to Raw FPL. So in this one, it's the Game Week 36 first look. And yeah, I'm in an excellent mood today because Leicester City have been promoted and we are champions as well. So yeah, back in the Premier League, I'll be able to give you some FPL content with Leicester City as well. So yeah, absolutely buzzing, really happy about that. So yeah, Vardy in the goals as well. But anyway, moving on. This is the Game Week 36 first look. So lots of injuries cropping up. I know we're sort of halfway through the game week, but I'm going to be going over how the team is doing. I've still got Palmer and Son to play, but other than that, it's pretty much done. Yeah, not the best week. It's been quite eventful, lots of injuries. So I'm going to go over some of the key injuries, some key replacements as well, and just how I'm shaping up for game week 36. So if you do like this one, please do drop a like and please hit subscribe if you're new. Aiming for 50 subscribers. So yeah, please help me get there. On to the video. Okay, so this is how we're going so far in game week 35, and yeah, it's not going brilliantly. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I've been pretty unlucky this game week, but that's FPL, isn't it? Half luck, half skill, I guess. But yeah, I mean the Man City game just kind of killed me. I had Diaz, I had Foden, both ill, which yeah wasn't ideal. Haaland on the bench, and then he obviously comes off and gets the goal. But yeah, I mean Diaz, I was so close to getting Guardiola instead of Diaz, but because we got that Foden league a few weeks back, I did go for Foden and Diaz. So yeah, I feel like that Guardiola pick has lost me so many points. But you know that's just FPL. You can't really predict that Diaz is going to be ill. He was nailed, starting most games, but then he's just obviously. Yeah, he's missed a couple now. So hopefully he'll be back. But yeah, starting goal, Petrovic, 2 points. He obviously didn't keep his clean sheet, and he's got Tottenham at home, so I'm not really expecting him on there, but we'll have to see. And then Van de Ven, he gets that goal, and then gets chalked off by VAR, which yeah, it was a bit of a rollercoaster that one. But it's Chelsea away again. I'm not expecting a clean sheet. Let's just hope maybe he'll get a goal there. But Van de Ven, he's been. I mean, I got him really for the two doubles, so he's obviously got this one, and then he's got the one in 37 as well. So he does have time to redeem himself anyway. Diaz, as I said, he didn't start; he was ill. Should be back next game. Dan Burn, he conceded that one goal, so he gets the 2-pointer. Palmer, a blank, but he does play. When is it, Thursday night? I think against Tottenham. Obviously, Son getting the penalty. I think so many people captain Palmer, but a lot of people did captain Son as well. So kind of hoping for Palmer to do well against Spurs, which I think he will. But yeah, if you captain Son, obviously fair play, doing well there. Salah, he's been a bit frustrating to own. I have kind of kept the faith in him, but yeah, obviously getting the 11 points there, and then Spurs at home, which I don't know. Part of me is tempted to captain him, to be fair. Just he's going to be a bit of a differential compared to what he normally is. Lots of people will be selling him, and I don't know. He's obviously him and Klopp aren't getting on that well at the moment, but hopefully they'll just make up, and then an angry Salah against Spurs at home. Spurs just can't defend, can they? So I don't know. I'll have to have a think, but I'm a bit tempted, even though he's been doing pretty bad recently. But we'll see. Maybe I'll just go somewhere sensible. Salah, I quite like the fact he's a bit of a differential, so he could be tempting. Garnacho, I was sort of debating between Garnacho and Højlund. Didn't really matter because they're both blanked. Isak, he's been quality, hasn't he? Since I've got him in, I think I got him in there. West Ham, and he's just been absolutely on fire. I think he's got like 19 goals or something. How many goals has he got? Yeah, he's got 19 goals. He's just been absolutely smashing them in. So I think Isak, if you've not got Isak, he's even with Wilson coming back as I just don't think he's going to affect his minutes too much. And then he's obviously got Burnley, that double, and Brentford. So I think Isak should be high up on the list really to buy. And the same with Haaland. Haaland's back now. You're going to want him in. He obviously came off the bench, got that goal, which again I think that's a bit unlucky because a lot of people benched him, whereas I played him. But then loads of people are going to get him anyway. So yeah, Haaland with 5 points, and then this is where the bad luck really starts. Gusto, he's injured. Lamptey, he's injured. I obviously took a -4 because Udogie was out he got injured. And who was me? Oh, Bradley. Yeah, Bradley was injured as well. So I literally, oh yeah, so that literally all five of my defenders were either ill or injured. So yeah, the last sort of 5 weeks, I think I've had like an injury every week. So yeah, hopefully no one else gets injured and we can kind of fix it. So yeah, that's how I'm currently getting on in game week 35. 37 points with that -4. So yeah, 33 points. Still got Van de Ven, Palmer, and Son to play. And Petrovic as well, but yeah, I'm not hoping. I'm not expecting massive amounts there. But yeah, down to about 103,000 now. So quite a big red arrow. But fingers crossed we can climb back in there. And I'll talk through some of my transfer plans. So hopefully get me back up to sort of where I want to be, which is that 50k target. So I'll just talk about now the kind of future plans and yeah, some transfers as well. So looking ahead to game week 36 then, as you can see from this table, there are 6 teams that are going to be doubling in game week 37, and there's no teams that are going to be doubling in game week 36. So yeah, I mean the teams like Arsenal, for example, they've got really nice fixture in game week 36, and then another really good one in game week 38 against Everton. So I mean, I do really like the assets. So Havertz and Saka, they've been doing really well, but I don't know. I do try and target the double game weeks when I can. So I don't know. I think I prefer, some assets from Man City, from the likes of Man United, even Tottenham as well, just because they do have those doubles. So just a reminder then, the teams that are going to be doubling are Brighton, Chelsea, Man City, Man United, Newcastle, and Tottenham. So they'll all be doubling in game week 37. So I'm sort of planning my transfers now to try and target this double game week. And there has been quite a lot of injuries cropping up as well, as I'll talk about just in a second. So yeah, I think from these teams, you're going to want to target Man City, Man United, Newcastle, and probably Tottenham as well. I do like Chelsea, but they're really inconsistent at the moment. And to be honest, I don't think there's many assets from Brighton. Maybe Van Heck could have been an option, but he's now injured as well. So some of the injuries then. Edison, he looks like he's probably out for the rest of the season now. So, he has injured his shoulder. So I think it's quite unlucky if you've wildcarded him in. But, you can just swap him for Ortega, who should get starts now. So, yeah, I think if you've got Edison, you're probably looking to move him on now. Potentially Ortega, maybe even Onana, but Ortega's so cheap. I think he's only 3.8 million, 3.7 million. So yeah, Ortega potentially could be an option. Foden and Diaz, as I mentioned earlier, they obviously missed out with illness. So quite unfortunate if you're like me and you had both of them. But they should be back. They should be back, for game week 36. And then, yeah, I expect Foden and Diaz, to be fair, to start the majority of the games, if not all of them. But, with Man City, you just never know. So I think, especially with the defenders, I think Guardiola looks good. If I was buying you now, I'd probably get him just because he is that bit cheaper and he does have quite a good goal for it as well. But yeah, I've got Diaz, so I'm going to stick with him. I don't think you should be sort of transferring Man City players in and out, especially the defenders, because they're just they get rotated so much. But I think Foden should be safe. De Bruyne is an interesting one as well. If you have got Salah and you're looking for someone a bit more differential who has got the double game weeks, then I quite like the De Bruyne pick. But I do think Foden's just a better option than De Bruyne. He's a lot cheaper. He gets a lot more minutes, and his data is just skewed way more to getting goals as well. So yeah, I think Foden, he's still the kind of number one midfielder from Man City to get, I think. But if you are looking to climb the mini leagues, then I think De Bruyne could definitely be a good pick as well. So yeah, Foden, Diaz, they should be back. Haaland's back now. He obviously came off the bench and scored. And then Walker, he looks like he's back. So, but again, there's just no, there's no guarantee Walker's going to start them. He might do, and he probably will do, but you just don't know with Man City defenders. So yeah, that's the Man City guys. Now looking at Newcastle. So Schar, again, a lot of people put him on a wild card, but I think he went off at half time, didn't he? So it looks like it's just some. I think it was a hamstring injury, but it didn't look too well. It's come back, so it didn't look too bad now. So he should be back, but he could miss the next game. And then Pope, he's been saying he's coming back for ages, so I think, you know, you could definitely take the risk and go with Dubravka instead. Whether or not they're going to risk Pope now, they might as well just leave it to the end of the season. I'm not sure, but it seems like he's been, you know, saying Pope's coming back for a while now, and he's just not back yet. So yeah, if you fancy a punt, you know, you don't have much budget, I think Dubravka could be a shout. And then Trippier, he's still not back. Whether or not he'll be back in the season, you know, towards the end of the season, we'll have to wait and see. But Eddie Howe, he yeah, he's kind of saying that he could potentially back, but we're not 100% yet. But Wilson is back, and there was a bit of concern that he'd sort of steal some minutes off Isak, who, you know, Isak's obviously been smashing it recently. But, you know, we're showing that Isak, he's even with Wilson on the pitch, he's still finishing the games, he's still playing 90 minutes. So I don't think you should be too worried about Wilson getting that many minutes off Isak. It looks like they'll probably be starting together, if anything. So yeah, I think, you know, if you don't have Isak, he's still the one to get alongside Haaland. And then, you know, if you did fancy a punt, maybe Wilson, but I just think his minutes aren't going to be nowhere near as good. So yeah, I think Isak is still the one to get from Newcastle. And then obviously, I would have Gordon. So the triple up from Newcastle. I'd still have one defender, maybe Dubravka if you've got a, you know, if you need a goalkeeper. But I definitely have Gordon. I definitely have Isak, and then probably just one defender. And then Chelsea, as I mentioned, lots of injuries. Gusto, I think, you know, if you're like me and you brought him in, you could count yourself a bit unlucky. Obviously, Gusto's now injured as well. Now, there is, you know, he could even be back for this game, but I highly doubt it. So, yeah, as long as he's back for 37, which, I don't know, we'll have to wait and see what Pochettino says, but, you know, he should get some minutes in 37. So I think with Gusto, you just keep hold of him and kind of just hope for the best there. If you have to transfer him out at 37, then, you know, we might have to do that down the line. But I just think for now, hold on to him, see what Pochettino says. And to be fair, the same with, you know, Sterling, James, Sanchez, and Kunku. I don't know. They've been saying they're coming back for a while now. They just haven't. I just wouldn't touch any of those. I think your Chelsea players, it'll be definitely Palmer. If you've not got Palmer, he's definitely the one to have. If you've got Gusto, as I said, just hold on to him, see what Pochettino says. Petrovic in net. He's still, I think, Sanchez, I don't know. There is obviously a smaller chance that Sanchez could take his place, but I just don't think he will at this point. So I think Sanchez, yeah, I just think he'll still be second choice. So Petrovic is still probably okay. And, yeah, Jackson up top. Although Nkunku's coming back, apparently, you know, he's been coming back all season, he's just not. So I still think Jackson up top will be fine. But yeah, I think the ones to go for Chelsea, definitely Palmer. If you've got Gusto, keep him. And then I would go for Jackson up top. So the three up top, probably Haaland, Jackson, and Isak. So yeah, the targets, as I mentioned. So Haaland, if you've not got him, he is back now. You're going to want him for that double. And he has got a good fixture in 36 as well. He's got Wolves at home. So I think, yeah, now's the time. If you don't have Haaland, get him back in. And then Fernandes as well. He's starting to score quite a lot of goals now as well. And they have got that double game week in 37 as well. So, yeah, Fernandes looks good. If you can't get Fernandes, you don't have the money, then maybe you can just go to Garnacho instead because he's quite a lot cheaper. And then the final guy is Anthony Gordon, which, yeah, I don't have him yet. I am debating swapping him for Salah. So I'll just show you now my kind of plans, which, yeah, leading up to 37, which isn't that far away now. So I'll just talk for you about my sort of transfer plans now. Okay, so this is how the team is looking for game week 36. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. The only thing is, obviously, Van der Ven has got Liverpool away. And, you know, if Gusto's not fit, then I'm going to have to play Van der Ven. So I think the sensible thing here is probably to get rid of Lamptey. So I'd get rid of Lamptey, and then I've only got 4.3 in the bank. So it'd have to be someone cheap. Maguire, he's got the double game week in 37. So if Gusto isn't fit, I can just play him. Palace away, I mean, he probably won't keep a clean sheet there. I mean, Palace are playing pretty well, aren't they? And yeah, Man United aren't the best. So I'd have Maguire there if I need him. But then the good thing about Maguire is game week 37, he does have that double, 2 home games as well. So yeah, I'd have I think it's, yeah, what was it, 13 doublers? Yeah, I'll have 13 doublers there, and I've got a free transfer. So if I really wanted to, I could, get rid of Salah. I could get Gordon. I could even get rid of Areola. And I could get Dubravka in if Pope's not back. So that's probably the plan for now. Get Dubravka, he's got that double, because I could get rid of Salah and get Gordon, which I might well do, but I don't know. I quite like the idea of Salah being a differential because not many people are going to have him. And then obviously game week 38, he's got Wolves at home, so I'd probably even captain him there as well, just for a differential. So I do quite like having Salah as a differential, and yeah, I'd have game week 37. I'd have 14 double game weekers plus Salah, which I think that sounds pretty good, really. So that's the kind of plan. Currently, it will be Van de Ven on the bench against Liverpool at home, and then it will be Lamptey out and Maguire in. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. Let me know what you think. Game week 37, I think it was good, and then game week 38, I'll have a transfer to play with as well. So I could even get Saka back in maybe, or something like that. So yeah, let me know what you think. I'll leave that video there. If you did enjoy it, please do drop a like, and please hit that subscribe button if you're new. As I said, we're going to try and get 50 subscribers before the end of the season. So yeah, please help me get there. And yeah, good luck with the rest. I'll be back just before the deadline, and then I'm going to go over my final team selection. So yeah, best of luck for the rest of this game week, and I'll see you then.